What's up guys, Jesse here with Red Room Cinema. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing my brand new Tenzing 35L Summit Creative backpack. Now, just to make it short, I love this thing, okay? If you've never heard of this brand, neither had I. I've been in the market for a new backpack for quite some time, but what sped up the process was getting the C80. So the C80 fits in here. So we're going to be talking about the ins and the outs, pros and cons about this backpack. But in reality, honestly, there's not really many cons. So let's get to it. Let's start from the front. So in the bottom compartment, we have this little zipper. This is where I store the just in case if it rains, you just put this over the backpack and then that will get your backpack. It's already weather resistant. I had some light rain kind of hit it and everything inside was, it was not wet and I didn't even have to put this cover on. But I would still, if it's raining heavy, then I would suggest to go ahead and put the cover on. Also in the front compartment, we got another zipper. I really like the color on this, by the way. It's like a teal, baby blue. It goes good with the black. You could fit, a notebook, maybe some cables, charging cables. I just thought of that right now. That's probably where I would be putting all of my charging equipment. And that's one zipper. Now, right here, you could feel like a helmet is what they promote. Like if you go rock climbing and stuff, you could tie a helmet here. I could probably put a sweater on here, a jacket, raincoat, and then just secure it on here. Okay, now let's move over to the side. Now here is a strap that kind of clicks, and you could put a tripod here, like this type of tripod. You could just fit that in here and then secure it with the second click-on strap, and there you go. Now you're set with your tripod. Photographers, cinematographers, filmmakers, solo photographers, hikers, anybody. This backpack hits everything. You could fit a water bottle in here. Aside from that, there's another zipper here on the side. So right now we're looking at what would be your right side of the backpack. You have some extra space here. You can put anything that you want to put in here. So now we're gonna move over to the left side of the backpack. Close up my favorite part of the backpack. So you could put another tripod, you could put a water bottle, one of those thermal waters, the hot ones, or if you want to put cold water. That's that. On the top, same thing, you got a strap here to strap on whatever you want to secure it, tighten it. On the top we got two zippers. One that's kind of like a, I don't know if you could hear it, this type of texture. And you could put wallets, again, cables, charging cables. And on this side, there's more like a hard cover. It's just the empty space. That's the top part. Now, on the sides here, putting it on, it's honestly extremely comfortable. Especially for just how heavy I have packed this backpack. It's really good. There's two zippers here. You can see on the actual grip itself, you can put whatever you can think in here. Memory cards, credit cards, things that you maybe want to have really close access to. There's two of these zippers. One seems a little bigger than the other. Also, you got these metal pieces where you can maybe hook some stuff on here, maybe a speaker and a of those JBL clips. And you know, another cool feature that I just noticed, okay, one thing that just broke, I wouldn't say broke, it got unhooked, is the strap that I click on right in the middle. I'm gonna be showing some footage from when I went to Huntington Beach, and that came off. I think I just set it a little too tight, but it has a aluminum or metal piece on the inside where I can basically just clip it back on. It's just a little difficult for me to do that right now. I did notice it has a whistle. I saw these 3 dots on here and I was like, Bluetooth? And I was like, this is not Bluetooth. And then I was like, I know what this is. It's a whistle. Which I think when I go hiking, camping, filming, I always think about safety, you know, so if you get lost out in the woods, maybe you can't find your way back, this can definitely save somebody's life, or you can be found before your life is in danger. So again, a feature that I didn't expect, but I definitely appreciate little details like this, especially since I love to go out in nature. Now, this backpack, you can carry it. There's got a handle in the middle where you can just grab it, pick it up, or like a luggage, which I think is cool. I don't think it has a side handle. No, it just got the top handle, and then that's pretty much it for that. Now, let's start with the second cool option here is on the left side. So when you have the backpack on your left side, this actually is a quick access to your camera. So you can actually unzip this, get your camera, get the shot. It's just a quick access feature, which I think is awesome because, you know, sometimes a moment is happening that you need to capture immediately, and not having to put your backpack down, open it a certain way, go through things. It's just super quick access to be able to get that. I think that's a nice detail by the designers of this backpack to be able to incorporate into this backpack. Now, the padding features, super comfortable, okay? This backpack I'd probably throw on there at least 25 pounds. I would say it's about 25 pounds, and it's pretty comfortable. The padding is soft but hard at the same time, and so are these straps here. They are comfortable, so I could wear this backpack for hours, you know, if needed, which of course there's going to be times where I do need to do that. So I'm not really worried about it not being comfortable. Now, there's also one more thing that I also need to add. When I went to Huntington Beach, I did not take this piece, which this is an extra strap. So like, say if you go hiking, you just throw this, there's a gap on the bottom part of this, and you just slide that through, and now all of a sudden, now you have a secondary strap to secure to your waist to be able to help carry the weight. So for any hikers, you know, camping, any long distance walking, traveling, this is a really good feature to help balance out the weight so it's not so heavy on your top shoulders. Now it's also helping you on your waist. So again, you might not always need this, which is why when I went to the beach, I didn't have it. So being able to have that, when you hear that, it actually secures as you put that in. So being able to have it and not have it, and giving me the choice to, you know what, this is going to be a long trip, I need to pack heavy, and it's going to be heavy, but I got this extra strap that's going to help me with the weight. Just details like that is like, the company really is thinking about a real life user, you know, not just, I'm just making a backpack, you know. So now let's open up the actual backpack itself. So I'm gonna be overlaying footage as I speak of this, and I will be alternating from the footage that I have here. So now let's open this backpack. This backpack opens like a book. I like that the zipper is on this side of the backpack and not the outer, just for safety reasons. You're more comfortable if you're traveling, maybe a place you've never been to before, you don't know how things are right there. Your backpack is very secure, your things inside are very secure. There's no way for it to be accessed anywhere that you won't notice. Like, it's a safe backpack. So you open this by, it's got two zippers, and it opens up like a book. And now this is the inside. So in the inside, this is actually how it was when I purchased it. And so far I just kind of worked with the layout that was there, and then I moved some stuff around. Like I added this one on this side. I got two things over here. I added those in there just to, you know, customize it a little more to my features. This backpack is extremely deep. Like, we're talking, how deep is this? We have 7 inches total. This is how much, okay. This is how much you have of room and height to put in this backpack, which is, it is a lot of room to be able to stuff things in. I have my drone in one compartment, and then I put another Velcro, one of these, you know, straps to then put my remotes, my drone batteries in there. Right next to it, I have other batteries, my 50 to RF. On the bottom, the middle compartment, I have my ND filters for my drone. I also have my monitor, my Atomos Shinobi, and then in the other middle section I have my Rode mic, I have my EF to RF adapter, memory cards. I also have other little things that I could fit in there, and then I also have the C80, which is the A cam. It completely fits in there with the 18 to 35 1.8 EF. It is a heavy setup, but that definitely fits in this middle compartment. And I really like how if I come up with any shot, I can quickly just open the side feature and then I can get the shot. I can fit a 70 to 200 on there. I have my handle, I have my HDMI cable, which again, there's other sections where I could fit all this stuff in, but I really like to organize my things in where all my camera gear is just in this section. Everything else has to serve some other purpose, because I don't want to be reaching the other side for the HDMI just because it has a section that, you know, you could fit cables in there. So overall, the design in this as is works extremely well. Now, there is another feature that's customizable to your liking, to the day that you are going to take, whether you're going on a hike, whether you're going on a quick or long adventure. You can customize the sides of this. You can just pull this out. It has different modes, different also holes that you can just increase and lower. That's actually a con, is this. If I could think of a con is even though I really like this, it's not as simple to relocate this thing. I think they need to add a bit more. Ow! Yeah, they need to add a bit more hole to this thing. There we go. To be able to, you know, navigate through it. So basically what I'm doing right now is, for example, say, you know what, this is going to be a quick quick little adventure. I don't need my drone. I don't need a lot of camera equipment. I actually need more clothes. I need snacks, waters, whatever. I need more of that. Less camera equipment and more extra normal civilian things, right? So then now I have lowered the camera equipment section, and now through the top I open this zipper and then I push down. So now I decreased my camera equipment space, but I increased my upper storage. So now in the top, this is what's here. I have a lot more storage. I'm sure you can see it. There is a lot more storage now in the upper compartment, which I think is extremely well thought out, because a backpack that you can customize this much is really worth a lot of backpacks, because I have a lot of backpacks, a few backpacks, and then some backpacks I have to just, you know, use for other things, clothes and all of that. So depending on the day, again, the shooting mode, again, depending on what I'm gonna film, how much I'm gonna film, what's required, what's not required, is it gonna be cold, is it gonna rain? All of those things, to be able to balance all of that stuff out is, to me, really, 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 it's just very well designed. This backpack is extremely sturdy. As you can see, it's standing on its own. It's, you know, it's not very easily tipped over, especially then when you add weight. So aside from adjust the inconvenience it is to adjust these things, this backpack is honestly my favorite backpack that I have ever owned. And I don't think I will be buying backpacks from any other place than the Summit Creative team, because the amount of time that it must have taken to think of all of these features, and not only think them, to actually bring them to life, is two different things. If you don't like the design on how all of this stuff is organized, then you can adjust this to your liking whenever and if you decide to purchase this. So again, this backpack is, I gotta figure out how I did this. This backpack to me is, yeah, I really like this backpack. It comes with an extra, you know, I don't know what these things are called, but it comes with extra of them, so you can customize this entire interior to your liking, to your shooting modes. Now, who is this backpack for? This backpack, in my opinion, is for photographers, filmmakers, cinematographers, hikers, rock climbers, people who go camping. You necessarily don't even have to put camera gear in here. You can use this specifically just for camping on things that you need, things for the hike, you know, snacks. There's so many possibilities that you can use this backpack for. It's not just for photography, although ideally it really is for, you know, putting equipment on here. Again, I have so much equipment that I have fit in this backpack, and you know, being a one-man army, sometimes you really have to do everything yourself. So being able to have a backpack that's reliable, it's safe. I really like the design, I like the color. It blends in with any other backpack. It's not, you know, some highlighter color where it kind of draws attention. I'm more, you know, staying within the crowd, blending in, when in reality there's so much in here that packs a punch when filming. So This is the Summit Creative Explore Beyond Limits Tenzing 35L. I have seen that they have a 40L, they have a 30L, they also have another one, which Summit Creative, if you're watching this, send it over, because that is the backpack that I will be looking for when I go camping and when I go hiking and filming. That's going to be the one, because it has an extra layer that you can like adjust and open up to put like a jacket, to put food, water, whatever you want to put on there. So this one for me specifically, it is more for filming. I'm traveling, you know, if I'm traveling in the plane, I'm traveling, you know, anywhere where I'm traveling, where I'm taking my camera equipment, this is it. I think, in my opinion, from all the backpacks that I saw, I think this backpack is the best backpack for photographers, cinematographers, filmmakers, beginners, experienced. I've been filming for so many years, and this backpack is the perfect backpack. I don't see myself, honestly, buying a different backpack brand unless they top this. By the way, they did not send me this. I purchased this myself. They're not paying me for any of this to say anything. I genuinely really like the product. And something with me is, even if people do send me things, companies, I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna say exactly what I think, because I think being true to yourself and true to the audience is that's the most important thing. So yeah, I really like this backpack. Summit Creative, I think of Mount Everest, I'm creative. Once that alone, to me, the little design of the mountains, I was like, wow, explore beyond limits. This really stays to that. You explore without limits. You don't have to limit your equipment. You don't have to limit anything. You can pack as much as you want in this, how much, how less, and you will definitely, yeah, I mean, it's comfortable. I don't know what else to say about this backpack other than I love it. If you're thinking about buying this backpack, I will put some links below. I think they're on the other side of the world. Some are in Amazon, some are sold out. So I'll be finding some links and I'll be putting them down in the description so you can go ahead and check them out. I will also tag their Instagram so you can follow them on Instagram and reach out if you have any questions. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have their contact info. All of this is just because I genuinely like this backpack. I just got it and it works very well for me. And that's why I think this is the best backpack for 2025 for photographers, cinematographers, filmmakers, videographers, anybody. I think this backpack is the one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. A shout out to Gio for helping me film all the B-roll in Huntington Beach. Thanks.